What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Queen Sugar Season 7, Episode 3. So, it's the day after Athena gets evicted, and everybody is just in a funk about it. Ralph Angel is beating himself up, and of course, Darla is being his cheerleader, letting him know, listen, you did all you could do. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. We're gonna, you got the co-op up and running. We're gonna, make sure that this doesn't happen to the next person. But of course, that doesn't make Ralph Angel feel any better because, he's blaming himself for all of this happening, right? Now, I ain't gonna say that this is Ralph Angel fault that all of this is happening, but I mean, him losing the borderline land did sort of start the domino effect of falling. But neither here nor there, ain't no need beating him up over a child. We done beat him up enough. It happened. It's your fault. You did it. Micah is excited that he sold his picture. He goes to let his professor and Kiki know. Professor don't seem to be too impressed. Remember, the professor told Micah, listen, I'll give you the name of this dude for the NFT, but be careful, these are some shiesty guys. So he doesn't seem to be too impressed that Micah was able to sell his picture. But him and Kiki are cool, and once again, somebody's asking Micah about that picture and if him and old boy are more than just friends. And Kiki was like, listen, if you cool, like if you go like that, it's cool. Like, I'm not even tripping about it. Like, we were together in high school. If that's who you with now, if that's how you rolling, it's all good. We're friends, and I can accept that. And he was like, no, we're just friends. Like, no, that's not it. We're just friends. And again, I feel like they keep bringing this up for a reason. I don't know how we're going to come back around to Micah and his sexuality, but the fact that they keep making it a thing, I feel like we're going to have to deal with that. Back over to the diner, Aunt Vi finds out that she's losing her distribution deal. The company that was selling her pies, the guy is retiring. And he's just not going to be able to do it anymore. But Darla brings up a good suggestion that Aunt Vi should go down to the farmer's market and sell her pies there, and do it that way. And basically, Vi will be in charge of her own distribution, and it would start with the farmer's market. And Darla comes up with a whole business plan of how she could start with the farmer's market and continue to expand and build to the point where she's actually being her own distributor for her pies. Aunt Vi's a little nervous about it because, she like, listen, I got my diner. I have local business. People know they can come get pies from the place. Like, I don't know how excited I am about, branching off and starting this new venture at this point. But Darla is like, listen, you can do it. Like, it's you can do this. So then, Nova comes home. She done been out all night, but she been out all night because she been out all night because she said she was with Athena child. Now when it come to Nova, we don't know where the hell she been. But old boy, her boyfriend, he done came home, and they're talking about this ritual that she wants to do. I believe I don't want to make up a name, y'all. I don't want to say it wrong, but it's a ritual that she wants to do to protest, her way of protesting what's going on, and to honor the ancestors that were murdered and were left on that land, the borderline land. And he's letting her know, listen, I know all about it. Like, and he's telling her all about the ritual, and he knows, child, he know more than Nova know. And of course, she's impressed by that, and she's like, oh my goodness, So Nova decides that she's going to reach out to some of her friends to help her plan it. And who did she reach back to? Y'all remember old girl that she was messing around with first season? Reagan Gomez is her name in real life. I forget her name on the show, child. She shows up, and of course she's kind of ribbing Nova about, their past relationship. But she was like, listen, I'm cool with it. It is what it is, child. You was a hoe. You was always a hoe. But when it comes to being an activist, I'm here, and I'm going to always have your back. And she lets Nova know, listen, you got a good man over there. Don't play your games with him. Because you always, when things get too comfortable, things get too close, and it's time to start making some commitments, then that's when you run. Don't do that to him. You got a good one. Now, back down to the co-op. Again, everybody's in a funk. about what happened to, Athena. They feel bad that they weren't able to help save the land. And Billy comes along and gives them her whole, we shall overcome. No, we're gonna make it happen. Speech. And while she's rounding up the troops and getting everybody all excited and riled up, who come walking in the door? Her husband, Walter, whose phone call she won't even take. Child, he said, "Listen, I had to get on a plane and fly my ass down here and figure out what the problem is, okay?" And they get to talking or whatever, and she will not explain to him what the issue is. She will not explain to him why she won't come back home and why all of a sudden she is so happy to be back in a place that their whole marriage, she told him she hated and never wanted to come back to. And, he ends up talking to her and he's like, "Listen, I feel like you owe me that. Like, at the very least, you owe me an explanation as to why you won't come home and you're back here. Like, no disrespect to your daddy and everybody else, but like, you never showed any interest in wanting to be here. So really, what's going on?" And she just tells him, "Listen, I'm just not ready to talk about it yet. I'm just not ready to talk about it yet." But it don't look like he going nowhere no time soon, child, because he bunking up down to Mr. Prosper's place. And Prosper told him, "Listen, you always welcome, and you can stay as long as you need to stay." And then he turned around and tells his daughter, "You need to follow your heart, okay? He a nice guy, and that's cool, but follow your heart. Do what you feel like you need to do, child." Now, I don't understand what's going on with Billy. I mean, I understand what's going on with Billy, but I don't understand what's going on with Billy. You know what I'm saying? Talk to that man. Explain to him what's going on, girl. But anyway, child, we see Prosper and his lady love, child. They in love. They talking about their marriages and, everything they went through in their marriages and when they were ready to date again and why they never remarried. And, child, they in love, honey. They cute. They cute or whatever. So down to the farmer's market, we see Ralph Angel talking to his ex-girlfriend from, the Asian girl from the docks. And he's talking to her about how, he just don't think Darla understands how, the whole seriousness with the land and all of that. And she was like, "Listen, I don't want to hear that. Like, I would feel some kind of way if my husband was talking about me like that. So I really don't want to engage in this conversation." And he was like, "Well, I can respect how you feel, but Darla just don't understand." I'm like, what part of "I don't want to have this conversation with you" did you miss? Why did you feel like you needed to keep talking? Because I'm not understanding why you kept talking. Well, of course, Darla walks up, and Darla's like, "What? I don't understand. What am I missing?" And this is the part that I don't understand either. What do you feel like Darla don't understand, Ralph Angel? Darla has been riding with you all through this, okay? Darla was on that farm with you. Darla was down in them crops picking cotton with you. I'm exaggerating. But Darla has been there. She's had your back. She supported you. And I don't think there's a part of her that doesn't understand what's going on or doesn't understand how serious it is. Now, the only thing I can see is that Darla is not joining you in this pity party you seem to want to have and keeps telling you that we can do it, we can fix it, we can find a way, and you want to just keep feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like, "Oh, woe is me." That's the only thing that I can see right now, okay? I really don't understand what part of this you talking about. I don't understand what you're missing. So later on that night, they at dinner, we got Darla and Ralph Angel, we got Ain't Fine Hollywood. And Darla is still in her feelings, and I don't blame her. And Darla is, trying to talk to Ralph Angel about what is it exactly that you think I don't get? What am I missing? Now, Ain't Vi tried to get in, and Hollywood tell her, back up off that. That ain't your business. Boop, 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 boop. Let them handle it. Ralph Angel ends up out on the front porch. Darla ends up in the back. Hollywood goes to talk to Ralph Angel. And Ralph Angel already know before Hollywood get to talking, "Listen, I already know what you're going to say. I already know how you feel, okay? I already feel it. I already know. Look." And Hollywood basically lets him know, "Listen, you got a good woman. First of all, it ain't easy being a part of the borderlines. Like, y'all got this whole thing y'all got going on, okay? Y'all got a history, y'all got a legacy, and it is a lot to be a part of this family, but it is worth it. But what you got to understand is you have a good woman. That woman has been riding for you, okay? She has had your back. She has been up and down in the peaks and valleys. I mean, granted, Darla, you done had your shit with you too. But since she been clean for the most part, she been a rider, okay? She has been a rider with you. And for you to sit here once again. It's your ego. Once again, it's about you and it's your ego, Ralph Angel, and I'm just sick of it. Now I'm gonna be honest. I told y'all the Ralph Angel in this story is very different from the Ralph Angel in the book, but you starting to give me glimpses. Well, no, you still ain't as bad as the Ralph Angel in the book, child. The Ralph Angel in the book was just horrible. Anyway, moving on. Now, Aunt Vi, on the flip side, is talking to Darla, and she's trying to pay Darla for her help. And Darla was like, I don't want your money. Like, I want to help. Like, I'm a part of the family. And she said, listen, you wrote me a business plan that would have cost me hundreds of dollars. Let me pay you for your work. Let me pay you for what you've done. And then, Aunt Vi goes into this whole situation with Darla about how much she's grown and how impressed that she is with all the things that Darla has been able to do, helping with the business and, with the accounting and the business plan and writing things out. You got some great ideas, because come to find out, Ralph Angel ended up taking the co-op down to the farmer's market, and he got the ex-girlfriend to help him get a booth when Darla told him to go down to the farmer's market months ago. He ain't listen to Darla. He listened, but now all of a sudden he got this great idea, and Darla was like, but I told you to do this months ago. Like you making it seem like people are doing something that I've already told you to do. Which is another reason why she irritated child. But after Hollywood got some straightening out from Ralph Angel, he goes and apologizes, and he lets her know that he is sorry, that he let his ego get the best of him, that he know that she got his back, and he know that she a good woman. But it's just a lot with him sometimes. It's just a lot. He just be trying to make it work, honey. He's so tired. He's so frustrated. Okay. Like I said, Nova's ex-girlfriend has a heart-to-heart with her and basically tells her, listen, you really need to get it together. You got a good man. Don't fuck it up, And, of course, Nova is like, what you talking about? And she was like, you play this game with shit get too close for comfort and you go run in the other direction. Like, you got a good man. Don't do that. Don't allow your fears to mess this up. I feel like she's still going to mess it up, but okay. Micah and Kiki are talking. Now, I still don't understand this whole NFT thing, but he gonna sell some more NFT pictures. He said he gonna sell Black History Month. Okay, whatever that is, whatever that means, child, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's a digital picture that you sell. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We get down to Nova is talking to her boo thing. Oh shoot. Nova is talking to her boo thing, and Nova is talking to her man, and he's explaining to her that, he feel like he may not ever be able to get as close to her as some of her female lovers. And she was like, why? Because they're women. And he was like, no, they just seem to know you on an intimate level that me and you haven't been able to get to, And I'm just a little nervous that me and you might never make that strong connection. And she lets him know, we good. We got it going on. We're going to make that connection, So then we get down to the Borderline land, and they have their, I believe it's called, I just had the name. I should have wrote it down. I just had the name. But it's a ceremony and he was telling Nova, he was like, listen, I could have given you all the information you needed, it's something they still practice down in the Gullah area, he was saying. And so we got a chance to actually see the I think it's a rain shower dance. But we got a chance to actually see it, and it was actually beautiful, and it was a nice celebration. Now, Landry shows up with the police like he ready to bust it up. But then when he sees what's going on, I guess he was like, all right, well, I'm going to let them have their little fun because this ain't changing nothing. And you know why it's not changing nothing? Because although it was a nice ceremony, Nova, and that was all good, what are we doing? Why have we not called an attorney? Why have we not gone down and got an injunction? Where's the media? Where are the news cameras? Why are we not on CNN, NBC, Roland Martin, Al Sharpton ain't out there? Why we ain't called Benjamin Hooks? Like, what is going on here? I just feel like we're not doing enough. I feel like there's a lot more that the community could be doing to stop this. Why are y'all not letting people know? This was something that I know made national headlines when y'all found this burial ground, and the governor has said this land is going to be sacred. It is a landmark. We can't do anything to it. I don't understand how a local parish gets to overturn what the governor of the state has said. And even if it happens like that, why are we not fighting harder? What is going on here? I'm confused. All I know is y'all need to be asking yourselves, what would Charlie do? I know Charlie ain't here, but y'all need to ask yourselves, what would Charlie do? Because I feel like Charlie would have handled this so differently. Okay? Anyway, y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Tell me. Put it in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.